Enjoying that so far. That's Africa Calypso, and that's by the one and only Lagbaja. Lagbaja. I really liked Lagbaja growing up. Anyways, we're going to continue with this show, and that is moving on gradually into our community spotlight, as we do usually on the show. And today I'm bringing someone who is a very conversant with the nursing industry. She's been there for over 10 years, almost. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, over 10 years, almost. Generally practicing nurse. 25 years. See, she just corrected me there. 25 years. And she also corrected me about nurses being very hostile. But anyways, I have a registered nurse in the house. She's also a caterer. We're going to be going deeper, knowing more about her. But permit me to welcome into the studios today the one and only Kemi Raji Oyewole. Thank you so much for joining us on the show this morning. Good morning. You see, as you saw, so and not say for a year we'll be Naija show. You guys show some Naija energy for us here. Show some Naija energy for us. Show some Naija love for us. You just say cool. Don't worry, I'm not putting you on the spot there. You see, this is how we know that we're in safe hands. You know, when we enter inside hospital most times, and speaking as someone not in the medical line or anything, we look at the faces first of the person that's going to treat you, and you say, hope this person will make me live longer. You know, these are the things we're going to, but I'm sure that even you practicing it, there are other things that go through your mind. 25 years in the industry. Oh, yeah. How has that been?
It has been good. Nursing is a profession that I really loved, and since I was young, even in Nigeria, when people were going in for poly jam, I used to tell my friends then, I'm not going for jam, I'm not going for any exam then, to go into the School of Nursing. So I've loved nursing since I was a child, and I've never regretted going into that profession.
Since you're a child, okay, now, was there anybody in your family that was into the medical line, or you just, what actually attracted you to nursing? You know, when I asked you before, I said those are give injections, so there's no injection. Or you just like caring for, what moved you into that?
Yeah, our house, we lived in a small town in Ondo State. So our house then, my dad's house, was close to a general hospital. So the nurses used to come to our house during their break to chat with my mom. So, you know, my mom was a petty trader, so they come to buy things from her. They come to visit almost every day. So when I see them in their, you know, white uniform, the way they, you know, that can't walk, and the way they talk about, you know, about nursing, that made me to fall in love with nursing. But then one of them was my auntie, my mom's younger sister, and she used to, no, don't do nursing. Nursing is not. You just see our white uniform, our jobs are, you know, dirty. You know, the things that we clean up from patients, vomiters, and things like that. So she didn't want me to be a nurse, and she was like, oh, go for, you know, something better. But then I didn't answer her. I was like, no, this is what I want. This is what I want. So when I grew older and had my WAEC and I had good results, and people were trying to discourage me from going into nursing, or you could do something better with your good results and things like that. I got distracted.
Okay.
I got distracted.
I'm happy for that honesty.
Yeah, I got distracted. I was like, okay, let me go into the university or into Polytechnic to do something better. And I tried to get into it. I was, you know, in the process when my elder brother was like, you told me you wanted to be a nurse. So why not pursue your desire? And I'm like, oh, yeah, this is what people said. I was like, what people said, that is not your life. Think of what you have passion for, what you like, what do you really like. I said, I still love nursing. You better go into nursing. So that was how I got the form into School of Nursing. Yeah.
And we're going 25 years, going strong. Okay. You know, they said things about it. You now entered it. You entered into the profession. I'm sure you also met some obstacles, some challenges there. Did you? Or because of your passion, you're just able to scale through?
I scaled through. I love nursing.
There was no time in your profession you were like, why am I in this?
Maybe the time of anatomy and physiology.
Okay.
When when we had, we used to call it almighty anatomy. Nursing is a little bit hard. I mean, when you're reading for it, the academic, you know, is something hard. But then if you get some mentors and some extra classes, that can help to put through. So the only time that I feel like, what am I doing here, was when I was going through the period of studying and having my exams for anatomy and physiology. Apart from that, no, I've never regretted it. Yeah.
I like that. I like that. And you've been going on this 25 years of experience, going strong. You did that back in Nigeria. You came to Canada and you've been here for like 10 years.
Yeah, 11 years.
Yeah, 11 years now. And then you're also practicing nursing here, over here. That's also wonderful.
It's hard practicing nursing here, because when I came to Canada, I was like, when I was coming, I was like, oh, maybe I need to pick a few of my white uniforms, because I didn't know anything about Canada. I didn't know anything about nursing in Canada. So I was like, okay, maybe I should pick a few of my, so that when I get here, I thought I was just going to start working as a nurse, maybe a week, 2 weeks, latest 1 month. So, but when I got here, oh my goodness.
That was another story for another day, right? Like, it took you time before you could get your license over here. Why is that though? Why so much time?
Yeah, because when I got here, we needed to have a test of English to pass test of English, and the mark was the band was very high, and we needed to go back to school to have some courses done. They gave us some courses like nursing in Canada, they made it look like it's really different, that the nursing in Canada is different from nursing in Nigeria. The school you went to for your nursing in Nigeria is different from the one in Canada. Actually, they're right, but we didn't need that much. That much classes, that much courses that they gave to us. Like the people that went before me, they gave them like 15 courses. When I got, they gave me like 13. The people after me, they gave like 8 and things like that. But glory to God, it's better now. You can get to Canada now, and within a few months, you can start working as a nurse. But during my time, even before the people that came before me, some people stayed 4, 5, 6 years. But thank God, we are all there now.
Okay. Now, this person, now, she's not only, because I know we've been talking about nursing, talking about the medical line. She's not only a nurse. You're also into the catering line. Now, you talked about your passion for nursing. Yeah. How did you enter catering now?
It's another passion.
It's another passion. See, if I want to link two of them together as a Nigerian, as a motivational speaker, maybe you have a passion for this catering, taking care of people, because nursing takes care of... I just answered the question for you.
That is it, because I remember when I was in secondary school, I went to a secondary school in Ikere, St. Louis. I wasn't the health prefect, I wasn't in the veterinarian or something. I just love, when you're sick, you tell me, oh, I have a headache, I have stomach pain and something. I want to see you get better before I can leave your side. There was no phone call, there was nothing. I will make sure I come to your dormitory to check on you. I just love, when you have, you're in pain, I want that pain to be resolved, to be reduced just before I leave your side. So one of my friends in secondary school, she came for a course in UCH, because I had my nursing in UCH. She was coming for a course, I think, medical laboratory science or something in UCH. And then I was a student nurse. And she was far, she was behind me far away, and she said, this person I'm looking at looks like Kemi. And she was calling my name. She was calling my name, calling my, my father's name, and I looked at her. So this can eventually become a nurse. Oh my goodness. Why did you so you always care for us when we were in secondary school, and all of us had known that you were going to be a nurse, and I'm sure you are going to be a very good one. So nursing is what I've always done.
Now, the catering side of it, were you doing Nigeria, or because over here in Regina, you are the CEO of the Booker Place?
Oh yeah.
So were you doing Nigeria, or in Canada? That's where it started, the Booker Place.
Yeah, Booker Place started in Canada, but then I've always have passion for cooking. I love to cook. When I go to parties, even in Nigeria, and I eat and they serve food that are not really delicious and poor caterings, I don't like it. I'll just be like, why should a woman cook like this? Understand? So then my friends, maybe when I was in the childbearing age, because I'm not really young now, then when I was in childbearing age, and I have my friends that were in the same age together, when they have their children, or they have when they want to have the naming ceremony of the children or birthday ceremonies, I'll put myself in charge of the cooking and be in charge of the caterers, because I don't want them to cook poor food. I don't want them to cook, sweet food that the guests will not enjoy. So in Nigeria, I don't do it myself.
No,
I get caterers, and we have.
Are you more like more like
so I just
supervise?
supervise.
Yes.
I just supervise them, and even during my birthday, they send messages. You remember you did this for me during my child's birthday, during my dad's burial. I just want to put myself in charge of food, just for them to have, quality food and good parties.
So that means that in the Booker Place Regina now, whatever delicacy, that do you have a special delicacy that you make, or just special Nigerian delicacy?
Nigerian delicacy.
So that is amala, fufu, with everything is available. Okay.
Jollof rice, fried rice. Ewa going.
Yeah,
we have asaro, that's the yam porridge. We have a lot.
Mm.
We have even, I am a Yoruba lady, so I cook more of Yoruba food.
Mm-hmm.
But then I have people that partner with me in case I have caterings for other tribes, like Igbos, like Calabar, people like that.
So just in case now you're listening to this and you're saying, okay, I think I would have loved to, or rather I want to have a taste of Nigerian delicacies. So the Booker Place Regina, you're on Instagram if they want to reach you, right? That's
Booker
the
Place.
Booker Place.
Yeah.
That's THE Booker. That's BUKA place, and that's Regina. Booker Place Regina. You can definitely find lots of delicacies over there. Now this is someone who is merging both nursing and catering together. Is it not a bit hard doing two of them together?
It is, but when you love to do something, then it's easier.
I like this motivation that you're giving me right there, because as if I just touch my eyes or something because I like it, it's just gonna work.
I love to cook, and some times ago when I was doing my exams, trying to get my license for nursing, I left the cooking aspect of.
Okay.
So I focused on the reading, doing my exams, my assignments, things like that. So I didn't cook. And I didn't know that I was missing, that I miss cooking. I didn't know. So one of my adopted older sisters in Regina was having her 50th birthday. That was 5 years ago. And she was like, during COVID, I don't want to have a party. I said, Auntie, why not have a party? She said, no, this is COVID. There's nobody to cook. I don't have money. I said, Auntie, there's nobody to cook. I'm sitting here and you're telling me that. So you're in school. I said, no, Auntie, let's just do something small. So on a day before, I went to do some preparation in a house. So the day of the celebration, I was coming from night shifts, because then I still do some night shift. I was coming from night shift, knowing that I was going to a house to cook. I was so dancing in the car. I was like, I was happy. Just because I have it in my mind that I was going to cook. I miss cooking jollof rice. I miss cooking a foriro. And so after the day, I'm like, what is your problem, Kemi?
Talking about this fashion, is there a favorite dish you like to make? Is that, I don't know, but for some people, there's some food that, once you give me this food like this, perfection, like I want to cook this food every day. Is there a particular one, or join, just like you, everyone? Well,
like I have some children in my church that call me Mommy Jollof Rice. Okay. Because they love my jollof rice. Those little children, like under 10, they call me Mommy Jollof Rice. When they see me in church, do we have jollof rice today? And I'm like, no, we don't have jollof rice today. Because they love my jollof rice.
Okay.
And some people would tell me, oh, Auntie Kemi, your fried rice is top notch. I'm like, really? And when I started the Abula, I'm not from Ibadan.
Okay, this Abula Festival, that's Abula Festival, right? Yes. How many times, like, what's that about?
When I started Abula, it was because people go to parties in Nigeria and they started making Abula on the spot. Abula on the spot is amala. Ewedu is a kind of vegetable soup. And begiri. Begiri is beans soup made from beans. And we have the buka stew. That is the combination of the four is what we call Abula. If you eat amala with a foriro, that's not abula.
Okay.
If you eat it with those soups that I just mentioned, that is abula. Yeah. So I just saw it in Nigeria that people eat it, and you know, when people come here, they'll be like, "Oh, they don't. Oh, the parties here are not really, really fun. There's no abula." And I'm like, "Really? It's something I can cook." And I just tried it in one party, just one, and it was like, "Oh, do you do this often? Do you do?" I'm like, "No, I just do it in parties." So people started requesting for it in their parties. I just started with 20 people, 10 people, 30 people. Then it increased to 80, 100, 150 people. So now people eat it in parties, and they want, they want to eat
that
more of
feel
it.
of that abula. Yes.
Is it only parties that want to be eating abula? Please get a place for us to eat this. This is delicious. And I'm like, and I still want to be in nursing. I don't want to go into full-time catering like that. So I'm like, okay, let me do something. That was when I started the monthly Abula Fiesta. We started in 2 years ago. That's 2023 September.
So every month you have it. Is there a venue for Abula Fiesta?
Oh yeah, we do it now in the basement of Redeemed Church, PPP.
Okay.
The old church of PPP. That's 1771 Bond Street.
Okay.
That's the basement.
Have you done the one of this one? Because as you're mentioning Abula now, I'm wondering, did I miss the one of this one?
No, because this month is my 50th birthday, and I just had a party last week Saturday, so I will not be able to do for this month. I'm shifting it.
But wait, if you are doing 50, you're supposed to have joined the Abula Fiesta.
No, so there was plenty of Abula on my 50th birthday. There was a lot.
Unfortunately, I missed that. So maybe you'll bring is it that you bring the Abula to Naija show? Naija show will come and meet Abula.
I think Naija show should come to Abula Fiesta.
Naija show Abula Fiesta. Okay, all right. We've had a lot of discussion. It's not over yet. This is someone who is merging nursing and joining catering together. Now I'm getting hungry. I ate before coming, but there's a way someone keeps on measuring food. As you mentioned, Begiri,
you really need to taste it.
I really need to taste it.
Have you tasted it?
I've not tasted it. I'm sure my listeners also want to taste Abula.
I've introduced Abula to many of my Igbo sisters, and they're stick to it.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'll be the judge of that. I'll be the judge of that. We'll go for a quick break. We're still with Kemi, who is the CEO of Buka Place, Regina. So just in case you want to enjoy some Nigerian delicacies, you can go to their Instagram handle. You can always send them a DM, and they'll respond. That's the Buka Place. That's THE Buka BUKA. You've already listened. You hear the different signs that are inside the food there. Nigerian delicacies. You can always go there. Today is still on Kemi Raji Oyewole. She's been talking. I told you earlier on. She has this experience of 25 years in the nursing profession, and that's why she can speak like this. But aside all of this, you're also doing catering, which is why you're the CEO of the Buka Place. I don't want us to forget the most important thing. That's something that you launched for your birthday, for your 50th birthday celebration. And that is the Breed Foundation. That's for boys mentorship, boy-child mentorship. Yeah. What inspired that?
Yeah, I have 2 boys, 19 and 17. And I just discovered that we live in the society where girls are trained, girls are cautioned, girls are scored, girls are, they just put all the attention on girls. You need to know how to cook for your husband, you need to know how to clean the house, and there's nothing like that for boys.
Yeah. And
in the long run, you see the boys growing into men, the girls growing into women. Then the women are useful for themselves, for the family, for the society, but the boys are not. Apologies to men. We have responsible men that were trained and were mentored, maybe by their fathers or grandfathers or uncles, the good ones. And you see what they have turned to be. They have turned to be responsible men, men with confidence, men with security, and they are doing well. But we don't have much of them. So what inspired me is that I've lived with men that you will see that they were traumatized when they were younger, and they didn't heal, and they brought the trauma, the effect of the trauma, to the community, to the society, to their immediate families, and their trauma is rubbing off on the people they're living with.
With all these issues now, this mentorship, is it that you're going to get, what is going to be the scale of the mentorship? Are you going to get men who you feel can mentor boy child? What do you hope to achieve with that?
Okay, I hope to achieve, we have men that have started this program. I'm not the first person that is doing it. I have mentors too. I have coaches that do this in Nigeria and other parts of the country that I've informed them when when it dropped in my mind that we can do something for these little ones for their future. So I've contacted those ones who are coaches and mentors. They are going to coach them. They're going to mentor them on screen, and we have the ones that are going to mentor them and coach them physically. We have the ones that we investigated about them. We have really asked questions. They don't know that we ask questions about them. We have really gone into their backgrounds, their background check, to know, their values.
Okay.
And we discover that they have, core values, real values in their lives that we want them to share with these boys. So like the ones we have in Nigeria, we have a coach in Nigeria that is a global coach.
So will people register for this foundation, or it's going to be accessible to any boy child?
It's going to be accessible to every boy child in the future, but we are going to start with some boys. So we're just going to, encourage people to register their boys, no matter how little, maybe like age 4, when they are knowing their right from the wrong.
Okay.
So yeah, we start from, the boys in our community, the boys in our local churches. If we mentor one boy, another boy will mentor another boy, another boy will mentor another boy.
Okay.
So that is how we are going to spread, and the good news, the good character, and the good behavior.
Okay, that's a lovely thing that you're doing here. Once again, we still have Kemi Raji Oyewole. She is a registered nurse. She's also a caterer at the Booker Place, and she's starting something really brilliant in Regina, Saskatchewan. That is the Bridge Foundation for boy child mentorship. Definitely, I'm sure another time we'll come here when it is more settled right now, and then we can talk more about the more